Another question from the Mindanao Railway Watchers. May nagbabantay na pala sa railway natin. I hope may train na tumaan. Another question from Mindanao Railway Watchers for DOTR. In the Jakarta-Badung Railway project in Indonesia, China insisted on completion of right-of-way acquisition before Chinese funds were made available. Are we experiencing similar policy in the Mindanao Railway? Number two, selected members of our community have been told by MRPO in various emails that their offers to buy or OTVs are being held up because appraisal has not been completed yet. Is this correct? Does DOTR plan to complete all appraisals before issuing these OTVs? Anybody from DOTR?
Good evening. This is Attorney Solamo. May I speak?
Yes, please, go ahead.
Sir, as regards the first question, there is no requirement from the Chinese embassy that we need to complete the right-of-way site acquisition before the project can commence.
Oh, okay, very well. Sorry, meron palang pangatlong question. Number three, notices of taking and requests for donation appear to have been only issued in Davao del Norte and the northern parts of Davao City. Homeowners in Toril, for example, have had their properties tagged with stickers indicating that their properties are affected, but have still not been given their notices of taking. Could you provide insights into why this is the case?
Okay, sir, as to the second question, we are finalizing the appraisal reports, and as soon as we have it, we will send it to the landowners. Now, as to the third question, I'm not really sure if I got it right. You were asking about the sum of the landowners not receiving their notices of taking.
Yes,
correct.
Yes.
Again, we are still on the process of sending notices of taking. We don't send notices of taking at one batch. We do it in batches. The best analogy for this would be if we were to build 1 million houses, we don't build 1 million doors, 1 million windows, 1 million floors. We build one house at a time. So the same principle applies here. We send notices of taking as soon as the documents are available.
Okay.
So all the property owners within the alignment will receive their notices of taking due time.
Very well. Here's another question for, I believe this would be covered by NHA. This is about Pag-ibig from Mindanao Railway Watchers. There are several property owners who availed of a Pag-ibig fund loan whose property is cut diagonally by the right of way. She cannot get a straight answer from Pag-ibig whether or not her entire property would be purchased because that's what's left of her property. Because what's left of her property is not habitable. All that Pag-ibig will say is that their loan needs to be secured by collateral, and that is it. They insist that any changes in policy will require a board decision that is beyond the authority of the Visayas Mindanao Office of Pag-ibig to decide. Can we ask NHA to comment on that, or anybody from Pag-ibig? All right, while waiting for that, we proceed to another question. Kung hindi ito masagot, wala ng taga-NSA, I'm directing the Secretariat to please prepare an official communication based on this question raised by Mindanao Railway Watchers. From the Mindanao Railway Watchers, may nagbabantay na pala sa railway natin. I hope may train na tumaan. funds were allocated for the Mindanao Railway in previous annual budgets. Have these all been released? There didn't seem to be any corresponding SARO for these funds on the DBM website. Have these already been deployed to LGUs, or are they held in reserve as part of the multi-year obligational authority, or MAYOA?
Mr. Chair, based on the data that I have on hand, we have released the amount since 2018, the appropriations for the Mindanao Railway project. So implementation-wise, this will be best addressed by the OTR.
All right, thank you.